Dolittle 3D, a 2020 release. A 1 hour and 40-minute film. 1.85 to 1 aspect ratio, so you will get a nice big screen. Dolby Atmos sound. This is directed by Stefan Gagin, and it's 15% Rotten Tomatoes critics approval score, 76% audience approval score, so you got an anomaly there on Rotten Tomatoes, 5.6 on the International Movie Database. Starring Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Dolittle, you've got Antonio Banderas as King Rosalie, you've got Michael Sheen as Dr. Blair Mudfly, he's the nemesis in here, and then you've got Jesse Berkley as Queen Victoria, Harry Collette as Tommy, he's a new guy, he's a young kid, he wants to be an apprentice to Dr. Dolittle. You got Jim Broadbent as Lord Bagley. He's the guy that's he's another nemesis in here, and then you got Carmel Laniato as Lady Rose, cute little girl playing Lady Rose who wants to save the Queen. So what do you got here? You got another adaptation of this 1927 novel, I think it is. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't care about that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You got this beautiful. Nice big screen lead in there. Yeah, I got suckered in by the trailer. I saw the trailer and I go, how did I miss this? I mean, how did I miss this? I saw the trailer and I got suckered in and I spent 20-some bucks on this stinking pile of dog crap. That's what this is. This is a stinking pile of dog crap. Look, I apologize to all the people that like this. Okay, I apologize to the 76% audience approval score that took their young ones to see this. If you got a 5-year-old, you might be able to get some entertainment value out of this. I'm sure they'll chuckle a little bit, go back, play with their toys, come back and laugh a little bit, ha ha ha. Okay, but let me tell you what, as an adult, listen, this has got to be Robert Downey Jr.'s worst role ever. Ever. He tries to pull off this Welsh accent. It's totally, it's inaudible. You can't understand a damn thing he's saying. You'd almost have to have the subtitles on. You got to strain it. He pulls off this weird Jack Sparrow. He wants to be this. I guess they couldn't get him. I guess they couldn't get what's his name to play that role. So they got him to play this role. Let me tell you a little bit about the beginning of the movie. It starts out with a cute little cartoon. Dr. Dolittle and his wife in a canoe going on adventures through the jungle, and how they together worked with all the animals, and they come back and they help animals. They have this beautiful institute and everything. Everybody comes and sees the animals and him and his wife. And then she goes off on one final adventure and never comes back. So what happens? He turns into this recluse. I mean, he's just sitting in a corner somewhere with this beard, and he just doesn't care about anything. It's terrible adaptation, if you ask me. And so here's this. So then it switches to a movie, and then here's Tommy, this little Tommy out hunting with his dad. There's going to be spoilers here. There's going to be a lot of spoilers here. Tommy's out hunting with his dad, and his dad says, "Shoot the duck, shoot the duck." But Tommy doesn't want to hurt animals, so he takes a shot in the air, misses on purpose, but hits a squirrel. And now the squirrel's suffering and dying, and so Dad hands him a knife, says, "Kill it." And he said, he takes his squirrel and he runs off, knocks on Dr. Dolittle's door. "You got to save my squirrel." He wants to get in. On the way there, he meets a little girl on the way, who the Queen is sick. So they both need to get in and see Dr. Dolittle. And she needs Dr. Dolittle to come see the Queen to save the Queen's life, so they could keep this manor open or it's going to close. And Tommy needs a squirrel to be saved. And they walk in and they see Dr. Dolittle, and he's just babbling. He's babbling like some ape. He's just he's talking like an ape. And so are you saying that through this whole movie, when I hear him talking in English, he's really just talking like an animal? I'm sorry. I'll get this straight. All right. So okay. All right, get it. All right. All right, look, I suffered through this for 1 hour and 6 minutes. I wasn't going to finish it. I said, too bad, I'm not finishing it. I'm not going to finish this movie. I'm not going to finish it. I'm sorry. And I went to bed and I got to thinking, well, that's not fair. That's not fair to you guys. It's not fair to the people that I review these movies for. And I got up and I put it in this morning and I watched the last half hour. And I'm glad I did, because that brought it from a 0 star to a 1 star. All right, that brought it to the third act was a little better. Although there's just some weird stuff, man. I'm telling you. I mean, at the very end of this movie, you got Robert Downey Jr. He gives a dragon an enema. Pulls bagpipes out of its ass. Oh my God. All right. Oh, I can't go on. All right. Okay. Sorry, folks. If you liked it, you enjoyed it, you went to the movie, paid your ticket, and you had a good time with your children, that's great. I'm glad you did. I'm going to put a link in here where you can buy this in case you want, your little kids, and you want to watch this with your little kids. That's fine. Let's talk about the 3D now. The 3D is absolutely flat. Flat! And that's another thing that makes this terrible, why I wasted my money on this film. I thought that they had such opportunity to make the 3D great. Birds flying around, things that could have came out, but nothing comes out. Nothing comes out of the screen. They put a quarter in a 3D machine, ran it through, and spit out the other end some kind of 3D copy. It's absolutely flat. Don't even waste your money on the 3D. Nothing comes out of the screen. There's no negative parallax at all. And it could have been. There could have been things coming out, flying in the room. Of all the movies with all beautiful, colorful animals, it would have been perfect for 3D. But yet the 3D was terrible. Absolutely flat. Sound score, what's the sense of even talking about it? You might as well just scrape nails on a chalkboard, for God's sake. All right. I got to get out of here. All right. So, Dr. Dolittle, what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to give it 1 star for the movie. 1 star for the 3D because there was some depth. All right. So what did you think? Did you see it? Did you see it in 3D? Did you see it 2D? Did you see it at the theaters in 2020? Maybe you did. I don't know. With COVID, maybe it didn't make it to the theaters. I don't know. Leave some comments below and let me know. Good or bad, that's what this is for. Let's talk about good. You got good to say, let it out. Look, I'm sorry. Everybody says, oh, Tommy Boy likes every movie. Tommy Boy has 4.5 stars. Good family value. Oh, heartfelt movie. Well, you know what? Here you go, folks. I have to side with the critics on this one. Sorry about that. Hit that like and subscribe button. I got a lot more reviews coming up. Look, I got to get it ready. I got a hurricane coming my way. I'm living here in Florida. Got a hurricane coming. I want you to stay safe. I want you to have a good night. As always, God bless.